Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Basically what I'm going to be doing here today is we're going to be filling the motor with water. We're going to be putting some fuel in the tank, running some wires for the fuel pump, and I just want to run this vehicle and let it idle and see if I have any oil leaks or if I have any coolant leaks, and basically just go from there. So this is a very exciting day because it was literally 63 days ago that I started this, and that's basically 2 months, and I'm so excited that we're finally at that day where we're gonna start it in the vehicle. Everything's basically ready to go, and we're at the point where we can start this thing and actually let it idle and hear it run. So let's get into today's video. Alright, so first thing we need to do is add some fuel to this thing, and I need my funnel for that. There we go. Let's put it in the hole, and yeah, that sounded really wrong. Alright, now we can put our fuel in. It's like, as the fuel drain out, this thing getting heavier. Probably just me straining with it. Now it's weakling. Done. Take it back out the hole. That means two things. Alright, so we got some fuel in it. Time to attack this wiring for the fuel pump, which is just 2 wires. Alright, so with this tank setup, it's the factory tank, but I took out the centerpiece for it, and I just ran 2 direct wires to the pump. The red and black will be positive, and the pink and brown will be negative. So I'm going to go in the vehicle now, trace those wires, and just run them long enough so that they can sit with the battery that's going to be in the passenger, I guess, on the passenger floor. Okay, so fuel pump wires are now ran to the front. If I need to extend them anymore, I'll just add more wire to it. But yeah, let's move on with everything else that we got to do to get this thing started. Just like I said in the beginning of this video, it's just crazy that about 2 months ago, everything that's in this Marauder is now in the Mustang, and we're getting ready to start this thing for the first time ever. That's we're getting ready to start this thing for the first time ever that it's been sitting in the Mustang. So I am super excited. I have the steering wheel hooked up. Let me show you what I mean. All of the electrical parts that I need to start it from in the car is now hooked up, and now we can put some water in the motor and try to crank this thing up.
All right, so we got water in, we got the battery in. Let me show you guys. Remember we were jumping this thing from the starter last time? That's because this neutral safety switch that sits on the transmission was not in. So I'm hoping that this solves that issue, and then we can, yeah, there's like no seat in there, so first start up, it's gonna be sitting on a crate. Doesn't really matter, but I gotta be sitting on something. Oh, racing seats, ready to go. All right, let's see. Everything is in. I'm gonna have to plug this up somehow. I know those wires were a bit short, but I'm gonna plug this in. Make sure we're not overheating when I let it idle. Alright, so I've been trying to figure out this neutral safety switch wiring for at least 20 to 25 minutes now. And I really just want to hear this thing start up, so I'm going to do it the way that I did it before, which is taking a screwdriver with the key on and just touching the two terminals that are on the starter. I do not advise you guys to do this home. And if you are going to do it, just make sure that the vehicle is in neutral so that it wouldn't roll you over as you start it. So let me see. There you go. Scared me. All type of crap come out the exhaust just now. So let me see if I can do this a bit safer. That I can get it started, it's time to hook up this fuel pump, let it run, and then we start this thing properly, or at least halfway properly.
About it right now. No matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, understand all the have more power. Life is so critical. That's something going on in your life. Challenge. I'm reminded a little bit better here.
let me show you guys how I have it run. Now, you gotta turn the key. I mean, it is a funny way of having it, but the wires aren't long enough, so I have it underneath by the pedals. And I turn the key on, and you can see the lights come up on the dash. I have my fuel pump ran direct. I'm gonna have that on a switch when I get it sorted out. So here is my positive for my fuel pump. Just rest that on. And now we go underneath by the starter. I can't have my camera right in the way, but I'm gonna try and get you guys a look at what I'm doing. Just touching the solenoid to the 12-volt power that's on the starter. Alright, so there you have it, guys. I'm super excited. We got it starting in the car now. I'm gonna do it one last time because it shut off before I wanted it to, and I wanted this thing to come up to temperature so I can see, you know, what wiring doesn't need to be in a heated area or anything like that. So what happened is there was a brake booster hose that runs from the intake to the booster. I had to plug that with a bolt, and there was a bolt I had to put into a hose for the EGR. I'm just gonna try and run those, or get the motor to run for a little while, see if this thing can come up to temp. As you guys have just seen by that little super awkward dance I did, I am super freaking happy that this thing is starting and running. No oil leaks, no water leaks. Super excited, super excited. We just have a drive shaft to install, put on the 4 rims. What else? And basically just tuck the wire harness, keep it out of heat's way, keep it out of the burning's way. Install the fuel pump switch inside, and I believe figure out that neutral safety switch wiring so that I don't have to be starting the car from underneath. And that's basically it. But thank you guys so much for coming along on this journey with me. Within 2 months, we swapped the complete Marauder's motor into this Mustang. Thank you guys for being a part of it. I'll catch you guys on the next one.